This was a magical event. The wild boar was not only enormous beyond imagination, it had even grown a pair of bat-like wings. To protect the crops, the warrior and the feral second brother pig engaged in a deadly battle. The warrior was thrown onto the beast's bristling back. Before he could find his footing, they both flapped into the sky together. Don't be fooled by the boar's fat figure. Once it took flight, it rivaled a fighter jet in speed. To subdue such a monster, courage alone was not enough. One needed devastating strength and brutal skill. The warrior hurled a whip lasso, snaring its wings in one smooth move. Then, swinging like a trapeze artist, he looped the rope around the boar's neck, thicker than his own head. Repeating the trick, he bound the beast tight. No matter how far its limbs stretched, the warrior held it firmly. He pulled the reins with all his might. The second brother pig shrieked, folded its wings, and went into a steep dive. But fate had its twist. Below them was the city's busiest marketplace. The boar plummeted like a cannonball toward the scattering crowd. By sheer luck, disaster was averted. Its snout stopped just short of smashing into a house. The warrior's feat won thunderous cheers from the entire city. He was the Eagle Warrior, and now he had earned a new title, the Swine Knight. Children adored him, and soon many maidens of the city gazed at him in admiration. Yet a nearby witch sneered, mocking him for showing off. Defeating a boar doesn't make you a true hero. Who will you fight next? A chicken? Oh, I miss you so much, she added slyly. But the Eagle Warrior craved true glory. He needed a victory worthy of legend. His squire then told him of a tall castle deep in the forest where a peerless beauty was imprisoned. No living man had seen her face, for all who tried were slain by the terrifying guardian beast. At dawn the next day, the Eagle Warrior set off alone. Upon entering the castle, he heard a woman humming. He grew alert, but when he drew back the curtain, he froze. Before him stood a woman of breathtaking beauty. The plan was simple: fight monsters, grow stronger, and rescuing maidens was just a side quest. But to his surprise, the beauty refused to leave. Instead, she played games of hide and seek with him. Then it appeared. At first it seemed only a snake, but in the blink of an eye, it transformed into a ferocious beast. This was far stronger than the flying boar. Worse still, the snake was its tail. The warrior was soon knocked to the ground, his shield flung aside. But he was no pushover. Rolling quickly, he rose to his feet, swinging his flail with deadly force. The beast struck with its tail, but he trapped it and smashed it with his weapon. With sheer strength, he hurled the monster into the castle wall. Before it could recover, he wrapped its own tail around its neck, binding it hand and foot. The beast howled in agony. Its snake head lunged to bite, and he nearly tore it off. But at the last moment, the monster staggered away, escaping into the dark, and spat venom into his eyes. Blinded, his vision blurred. Raging, he seized his flail and vented his fury on the stone pillars. His roar shook the fortress until the castle collapsed into ruins. He had won, yet lost his sight. Now blind, he sank into despair and madness. Though still powerful, he had no purpose left. Only the witch pitied him, secretly leaving food in his basket. But that very night, the city was raided by unknown bandits. The Eagle Warrior fought fiercely, but blinded, he was struck down. By dawn, he and his companions were enslaved and thrown aboard a merchant ship. Fortunately, his squire bribed an official to secure a few fruits to sustain them. By chance, he also stole a peculiar object, an old oil lamp. When he polished it, a stream of golden sand burst forth, swelling into a colossal sand giant.